I decided to make some videos just kind of showing my progress through learning these workbooks. This is a set of 5. This is the first in 5 workbooks that you get for learning Spencerian penmanship, as they called it then. Spencerian style is pretty much what you see here. This is the whole idea of what people were taught years and years ago as to the proper way to write was. They were told Spencerian. So you get a workbook, you 5 workbooks rather, and you get a kind of tutorial book. Now, why document it? Because I am a lefty, and none of these books are written for lefties. As a lefty, you've basically got to take what they tell you and adapt it to being left-handed. Because back when these books were written, many, many, many moons ago, being a lefty was just a complete no-no. It wasn't even an option. So I've worked my way through a couple of pages so far, but it's a kind of learning process that you've got to keep doing different things to see what's most comfortable. So normally, if I was using an ordinary pen, then let me just get one here. I would normally write like that. So that would be my normal writing if I was doing anything. The problem is that when you change the pen to suddenly become a fountain pen, that's when the problems start, because if you write like that with the nib like that, then what you're going to do is you're going to wear out this side of the nib before this side of the nib. So I'm having to kind of change and adapt the way I'm writing to try and get it into a way that's easy yet not just ridiculously different. So the way I've been doing it is to keep, rather than doing it this way, is to change to being that way, which it doesn't seem that different, but when you're a lefty, it does, because if any part of this hand touches the page, it's going to smear whatever I'm writing here. So if I'm writing here and I work across, then I'm inevitably going to smudge right across there. So the way I've been doing it is to try and keep this part of my hand on the page so that this part here is off the page, which means that the writing can go under here without smudging. So, got my ink here, and all I'm doing is just dip pen. So, what I'm doing is, I'll start here just to, rather than go to the side, but what I've been doing is rather than this, which is what I'd normally be doing, is doing it this way, so that the pen is getting equal usage on both sides of the nib, and I'm keeping my hand off the page mostly and doing this. And it seems to work pretty well so far. Every now and again though, I will find myself trying to change back to being like that, which is pretty easily noticed, because as soon as I do it, I'll just, if I was to put my hand here and move across, then I would just smudge everything I've just written. So I've been doing it this way, which is a bit kind of easier on the hand, but yeah, it does make for some interesting changes, because you've got to try and get used to having your hand in a different place, in a different position. And the way I'm sitting just now is the middle of me is here. So rather than me being more to the left and this being in front of me, my hand is more to the left than I'm used to. So writing is slightly different, but yeah, I get used to it. So far it's been okay. But, We'll see how it goes when it gets to the harder stuff.